This is the audio notes on entropy, the start of our last chapter on thermodynamics. Entropy is a measure of disorder or dispersal. Again, this first slide, you really don't need to know much about this, so feel free not to write this down. The topic of entropy was introduced by Ludwig Boltzmann, and the W in the equation, which again, this equation you don't need to use, is standing for microstates. Basically, what entropy is talking about is the amount of arrangement matter could have. So some matter is more arranged than other. There's more arrangements for matter than other things. Entropy is an absolute measurement. So unlike Celsius, where man made zero, at 0 Kelvin, a perfect, pure crystalline system would have zero disorder because everything is in one spot. This is actually the third law of thermodynamics. If you think about it, gases have more disorder than liquids then, because gases have more arrangements. They're bouncing around out of control. Liquids that are held together but have a flow have more disorder than, say, a solid that's kind of locked into a rigid place. Once you add impurities, however, you could change the disorder because now there's different arrangements when you add an impurity. Solutions, if you think about that, would be somewhere between gases and liquids, because a solution has the flow of a liquid for matter to be moving around, but it has more than one thing in it. It has solute and solvent, so there's more arrangements that solutions could have, more disorder. However, gases, with how crazy they bounce all around, would have the most disorder. Very last thing on this slide is that when we talk about spontaneity, whether or not a process will occur, nature has a tendency towards more disorder. So one of the things that you're going to be doing here in a minute is looking at different chemical reactions or chemical processes and determining whether or not there will be more or less disorder at that point. And as that reminder just popped up shows, I have to now get ready for track. So this is the end of the audio notes for entropy. You'll move on to the practice sheet right now to determine whether or not disorder increases or decreases.